reset, please. Thank you. That was a cool, good interaction. No BS, no small talk with the checkout, just real quick. Scan, this is what I want. Get it, pay it, change. I needed to get out after work though. It's not going home time, it's only 3:30. What is going on? Okay. So what does it cost to own a Pan America? I've had the bike for over 3 years now. And in that time, I've put over 45,000 miles on the bike. I figured I'd go over what it costs. The maintenance costs, the overall cost, maybe some of the upgrades that I put on. Now, I'll start off with the initial cost of the bike, buying the bike. Now, when I bought the bike, it was very new. They had just released it. So there wasn't a whole lot of deals going on. Like they were selling pretty well when they first came out because people were curious. They were the latest thing. But I was able to get a pretty good deal on mine. What's up, Sportster? So buying a brand new bike off the showroom, it's gonna come with a loss. And understanding that, yeah, it's gonna lose its value as soon as you ride it off the lot, you know? They're just like cars that way. You're not gonna get your money back that you put into the bike. Like, you're just not. So I get people that are buying some like the collectors and some of the harder to find bikes. You know, those might hold their value a little bit better. And Harley is, for the most part, pretty good at, if you're trading in a bike, they give you a pretty good value. They have their promotions that they do. Well, they'll give you a certain amount of Blue Book, maybe like over 100% of the Blue Book value of your bike. So the Harley dealerships can be pretty good to trade your bike into if that's what you're looking to do later on down the road, get a new model. But overall, that's not how I buy bikes. That's not how I buy things. I don't buy them for investments, at least not financial investments, I should say. I buy them for personal investment. You know, I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm going to enjoy my spare time, and that's where my value is. My value is the time that I have, and that's what I want to invest in. Now, whether I spend a lot of money on that, which my toys do cost some money, they're expensive. You know, the older you get, the more expensive the toys become. So yeah, I knew that there was going to be that depreciation, and I accepted that. It's really more an investment for me, a personal investment of time. I like being able to spend my free time just doing what I like to do, and for right now what I like to do is I like to ride bikes. So that's where my money goes. So keep that in mind. You're always going to take a loss. I never understood the people that tried to buy a bike and get a screaming good deal on it. That way they could just turn around and sell it in a couple months. I don't get that. That's not how I buy things, but do you, I guess. The maintenance has been, well, it would be more frequent for me to do the maintenance because it's every 5,000 miles. And I've done all the maintenance on it myself. All but the first break-in service that they did. You know, the dealership likes to do that service themselves. Just so it's, I don't know, on their records that they did it and it was broken in properly. I don't know why, but every other one I've done myself. Now, really? So every 5,000 miles you do oil filter, but every 10,000 miles you do oil filter, air filter, and spark plugs, along with going over all the minor inspections like your clutch cable and everything like that, making sure your brake fluid doesn't have moisture in it, checking the brake pads, all that kind of stuff. But that's normally the service. The cost of oil and oil filter is around 80 bucks. Yes, I do go to the dealership to buy my oil and oil filter. You don't have to, but I do. Don't ask me why. I just like to go get it and have it instead of waiting for it online. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I know I can save money. You can save money by ordering it online and doing it yourself. All oil changes and things like that, it's pretty straightforward. Just get the service manual. I know it's kind of expensive, but it's super useful to have. Harley also has this thing where you can buy a digital one where you like subscribe subscribe, you know, like it's like $6 a month or something like that, I don't know. But you have access to the service manual, that way you don't have to buy one. But I like to have one just because I'm weird. I don't know, I just like to have one. It's just become a habit for me now. It's pretty simple. I can get it done in, you know, under half hour if I have to do the big one with the air filter. Now with the air filter and the spark plugs, you do have to take your tank off, which sounds daunting, but it's pretty straightforward. There are some videos out there that show how to do that. I believe Jaeger Cycles does really good ones about oil changes, taking the tank off. Like, it's out there. You can figure out how to do it, and once you do it once or twice, it's pretty easy and straightforward. Just follow torque specs. That's really all you need to do. Buy a torque wrench. It really helps you out. I know it seems kind of pointless to some people, but if you like to do your own maintenance just so you know things get done, I don't doubt that when you take it in for service at Harley that they would do it. I don't doubt that, but to me it's just for my own peace of mind knowing that it definitely got done because I did it. It seems to just be an oil change. I know it's not. They do all their inspections, and they do a lot more than just the oil change every time you bring it in, supposedly. I believe that they do, but to me it's worth saving the money to do it myself, and I like to be hands-on with things. I'd really like to learn as much as I can about the bike, so doing the maintenance myself kind of helps that. But it helps me know the bike, helps me get to know the bike and what's going on with it. All that type of thing. Speaking of that, washing your bike, which I neglect pretty bad. Washing the bike definitely, it helps. When you're cleaning things, you can inspect things, seeing if there's oil leaks, seeing if there's coolant leaks, or there's stuff where it just doesn't look right, and you can go from there to figure out what's going on. So cleaning the bike pretty regularly helps that. I'm almost embarrassed. Well, I'm not. I like how this bike looks dirty, but I need to do that soon, so I'll probably do that with my oil change. I'll probably do that this weekend. So oil changes are around 80 to 100 bucks. It's a little bit more expensive. It's spark plugs can be expensive if you get the good ones. I recommend getting the good ones just because. So that adds up. I think if you get some of the Screaming Eagle ones, I think they're like 20 bucks a pop, which is nuts. So there's 80 bucks right there, plus 80 bucks for the oil change. I think 15 bucks for an oil filter and 15 for an air filter. So that's roughly about the cost to do it yourself, just parts. And you can figure out how to do it. I mean, it's not hard to do. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I want to go. Let's go this way. I should just go and get those today. Oh, that's the wrong gear. I should have gone that way. It's gonna be all loud now. Oh, I think I have a suicide lane. I sure as shit do. Alright, cool. Some people don't, a lot of people don't have to do as many services per year that I do. I go through about 2 to 3 sets of tires a year. That can be expensive. I have tried the cheaper tires, and I don't like them. So I do get the good tires. I get the Michelin Anarchy Wilds. I love this tire, but it does not last me very long. Now you can get away with doing 2 rears to 1 front tire before you change out the whole set. So that saves you some money there, and you can do that on most tires, except for the stock tires that come on the bike. I think they're the Anarchy Adventures that they put on these bikes stock. The front tire wears funny, so by the time your back tire goes out, your front tire needs to be changed too. So there's another cost there, and tires can vary. The Anarchy Wilds are not a cheap tire by any means, but they show in the performance, I think, anyways. Like, they're real sticky on the road, they're real good on the dirt, they do okay in mud and slippery stuff. Sand always sucks. I should probably change out my battery. So yeah, cost of owning the bike. Staying on top of your service is one thing. The initial cost is another. That's a pretty major one. The initial cost hurts a little bit, but just know what you're investing in. Know what you're putting your money towards. And how you have an outlook on how you spend your money. Do whatever you want. You know, spend your money how you want to spend your money. Let me know what you guys think. Put a comment down below. And if you could, please subscribe. It definitely helps this channel grow, and I kind of want to see where this goes. And if you find any kind of value in what I'm doing, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you later. Two-lane road with no lines and blind corners. Perfect. That's just what I like.